Hi, we've prepared a short presentation for you on ocean acidification, its causes, its effect on the environment and the human species, and finally how to deal with it. First off, let's take a quick look at how the ocean becomes more acidic. This is how it works. The ocean absorbs carbon dioxide from our atmosphere. In fact, it absorbs up to 50% of all human carbon dioxide emissions. Once dissolved, some of this CO2 reacts with water molecules to form carbonic acid. Some of this carbonic acid then in turn reacts with water once again to create hydronium ions and bicarbonate ions. It's the increase in hydronium ion concentration that causes an upward trend in ocean acidity. But why is there an increase in hydronium ions? Shouldn't the ocean be able to keep itself in a healthy equilibrium? The answer to this is that since the Industrial Revolution, when people began to burn fossil fuels to power ever-growing economies, there has been a 40% increase in CO2 emissions from humans. By now, our industries, our homes, and above all, our transportation habits produce close to 50 billion tons of carbon dioxide a year. What does this mean for our planet's oceans? We know that there has been an increase of CO2 in our atmosphere. As this carbon dioxide is absorbed by the oceans, pH levels decrease, which means that the water becomes more acidic. And the effects on marine life could be disastrous. This relatively sudden increase in ocean acidity means that aquatic species haven't had time to adjust themselves to their new environment. Acidic water dissolves the protective shells organisms like clams, coral reefs, and small plankton rely on, as well as killing fish eggs and other larvae. If there are less animals at the bottom of the food chain, the ones on the top won't have enough to eat. Rising water acidity causes deep-rooted problems in the marine ecosystem and food chain. But it doesn't even stop there. Whether we like it or not, humans are also part of that aquatic food chain. Fish act as both a diet and a livelihood for billions of people around the globe. In poor regions especially, do fish supply an essential part of people's diet. Fish provide protein and are also a means of buying other dietary staples. In some areas, fish account for 50% of people's protein intake. But what happens if fish or fish eggs cannot survive as well in an acidic environment? A staple food, the basis of many livelihoods, may very well become harder to come by. So what do we do about it? Ocean acidification is directly linked to an increase in our atmosphere's carbon dioxide concentration. Our species' enormous CO2 emissions need to be seriously considered and evaluated. What might we give up now that will mean a brighter, more aquatically alkaline future? Or is it too harmful to the global economy to cut back on fossil fuel use at this stage? We first have to make the decision to act. What is apparent is that to reduce CO2 emissions, nations will have to work together in creating environmentally friendly policies. The way to turn around a process in something as huge and interconnected as the Earth's oceans is to work cooperatively, and at as far-reaching a scale as possible. As humans, we share one environment and share one responsibility. Thanks for watching this SlideShare presentation on ocean acidification. We hope you found it both interesting and informative.